Then it came to pass, when Pharaoh had let the people go, that God did not lead them by way of the land of the Philistines, although that was near. For God said, lest perhaps the people change their minds when they see war and return to Egypt. So God led the people around by way of the wilderness of the Red Sea. Exodus 13 verses 17 and 18. When one studies the history of the nation of Israel, a pattern of phases emerges. The first phase was their initial salvation from slavery in Egypt. The second phase was the years of wandering and testing in the desert. And the third phase was the conquest and possession of the promised land. Our verses for today tell us of God's plan for the Israelites in their wilderness phase. Even before they crossed the Red Sea, God purposed to lead them the long way to the promised land rather than the shorter way, because they might turn back if they faced war with the Philistines so early in the process of their complete salvation. The nation as a whole needed a lot of tests, trials, and refinement in the desert before they would be ready to take on the conquest of Canaan. Perhaps you can see a pattern emerging in your own road of salvation. Perhaps you sense a wilderness phase at work. You may have been wondering why the initial promise of your salvation and calling has been long in coming. The reason may well be that you're simply not ready yet. God does not want you to take on the full burden of mature leadership before you are ready, lest you buckle under its difficulties and turn to square one. God works out His salvation for us in phases so that we can make it through to the end. It helps if we can discern what phase of the process we are in, because it makes it easier to understand and cooperate with His plans and purposes. Have a blessed one.